What's going on, gamers? Today we're going to go over how to install the Waystones mod. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell in order to stay updated on all of our Minecraft videos. Minecraft has an ever-expanding world with beautiful landscapes, awesome biomes, amazing structures, deep caves, and more. Sadly, not all of those are in the same place at the same time. In fact, it's fairly typical that they're as far away from each other as possible. This leads to tons of tiring sessions where the player does nothing but walk in a straight line. Introducing Waystones, a mod that has placeable structures that allow the player to fast travel at a small cost. Today, we'll leave you with everything you need to know about Waystones and how they work. Waystones is a fairly simple mod that adds a small structure called Waystones into the game. Waystones can be placed down and activated to form a fast travel point. They then can be used to travel to other Waystones. They're very vanilla feeling, and some people believe that they should be included in vanilla Minecraft altogether. The first thing that we'll need before we even get started is Forge. So head down into the description of this video and look up the how to install Forge link and go ahead and watch that video. And once you're done with that, come back here and we'll move on. Now that we loaded Forge, we're now going to download Waystones. So search up Waystones and go ahead and click on the first link to the CurseForge page. Then you're going to scroll down where it says Files and select that. Then you're going to find the latest game version or the game version of your choice and click the download button on the right side. It'll take a couple of seconds for the download to begin, but don't click anything and just wait patiently. If it happens to say that the file can harm your computer, once again, don't worry about it, just select keep. Once it's done downloading, we'll be good to move on to the next step. To download it on the client side, what you're going to need to do is search up in your computer %appdata%. Type it up just like that. A file folder will appear, and the one you're going to click is the .minecraft folder. Then you're going to scroll down and find mods. Double click on that and select it. Then you're going to pull up your downloads folder where Waystones is, and you're going to drag and drop the jar of Waystones into the mods folder that you just opened, and then you'll be good to go. To install it onto your server, you're first going to need to head to your Apex panel and open up your server. And you're also going to need to make sure that you're running a Forge server, otherwise the mods won't work. You're going to stop the server, then you are going to head to the left-hand side where you see FTP file access and click it. Then you're going to either log in with your password or log in using the cached password. Then you're going to locate the mods folder once you're in, select it, and then on the left-hand side in that folder, you're going to click the upload button on the panel. Now you're going to drag and drop the Waystones mod from your file into the panel file. Once that's done at 100%, you're going to click back up at the top on your name, and then you're going to restart your server, and the server will be working properly. Waystones are 1 by 2 blocks in size and have a very simple functionality. Placing a waystone down will allow you to name the waystone, but if you find one in a village, it'll name itself with some arbitrary, cool-sounding word. Placed waystones will be activated for the person placing them, but other players will need to walk up and right-click the waystone and add it to their waystones list. The waystones require experience points depending on the distance, but this can be configured. As for acquiring the waystones, not only do they spawn naturally in villages, but you can craft them as well. This is done using a warpstone and different types of blocks depending on which variant you may want. The warpstone is an item that can be used as a crafting ingredient to make the waystones, or it can be used as a portable waystone in your inventory. Holding right-click down with the warpstone in hand will allow you to teleport to any waystone. The only catch is that the warpstone has a cooldown upwards of 5 minutes, but this can be changed in the config files. The warpstone has a relatively expensive crafting recipe requiring 4 ender pearls, purple dye, and an emerald. Scrolls are consumables that can be used like a warpstone in the sense that they teleport you to other waystones, and each one has different properties and is used in a different way. The return scroll, when consumed, teleports you to the nearest waystone. The bound scroll can be bound to a specific waystone by right-clicking the waystone before you use it. Once it's consumed, it will teleport you to that waystone. The warp scroll, when consumed, a UI will appear that will allow you to teleport to any waystone on the waystone list, just like a warpstone would. Well, that's about it for you. A common trend with these mods is that the most popular mods tend to be simple yet efficient in what they manage. Waystone creates an awesome mode of transportation that fits in with the vanilla aesthetic that doesn't break the progression of the normal game. It's also highly configurable, so you can remove, change, or rearrange how you would like to mod to perform. Well, that'll do for this video. As always, I hope that you have lots of fun.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more great content like this, then subscribe or click these videos. Until next time, gamers.